have to charge fees at other programs. Some of our programs pay a $75 registration fee, which provides services throughout the school year for kids. We do have morning programs where the kids pay to come in the mornings. We do, because we have to have the resources to provide those programs. It's no secret that it just doesn't grow on trees. So yes, we do have different fees at different places, but what we proposed to the new Operation Cooper Street Board was to keep that cost at zero, with a membership fee only, which Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the country do charge. And that ranges from $5 and on up. So the number we came up with, what we thought was reasonable, and that might not be in the long run. Maybe it's $10, but we'll see. We had to make a presentation. We didn't have the same. We don't have any more information than the first group.
You mentioned that Boys and Girls Club and Cooper Street work together. Ironically, it surprised me that almost everything that you say that Boys and Girls Club do is identical to what Cooper Street is doing. Alone, but you reword it a little bit different when it comes on the site. I'm really confused as to what you will bring to this community and Cooper Street, other than the name. And if you do get some national funding. Now your presentation, I think I recognize some of the people that you presented. If I'm not mistaken, along this villa, the inner city, Boys and Girls Club. Well, this is not inner city. And I grant you the point of order. It's a whole lot different than any community I've probably ever seen. I worked in. I would really like to know, what do you really bring to this community other than the name and your use of our children?
Well, what we wanted to offer this community was a program for all the communities where we already have established financial support and partnerships so that the services could continue as is and bring more based on what the community needed. Is that answer to that? We bring the partnerships. We have an infrastructure in place with a administrative staff set to fundraise, a board of directors that is continuing to grow and get stronger year by year, which is a representation of our entire community. We did discuss that all members, current members of the board of directors of New Operation Cooper Street would become Boys and Girls Club board members so that they could continue to oversee what we do, along with establishing a community needs committee that would monitor and make sure we did what we said that we do and do what you need us to do.
Well, that still does not relate to me. How different?
We are not that different. We are not that different. I've not said we're different. We provide a lot of the same things that this facility has provided to kids for 51 years or so.
So in other words,
We have programs. If it's something that the community wanted to implement, along with the established programs here that are successful, and we know that, we're not changing what happens here. We're enhancing it. That's how we look at it.
So, virtually, we bring nothing different than what we already have, other than the name at Boys and Girls Club. And the recognition that Boys and Girls Club is also using some of the funding that is funding you. Am I correct for this, funding?
national,
21st century?
our 21st century? Yes, we have a 21st century program like the one this year, yes.
Does your 21st century run out the same as the Cooper Street run out?
Our 21st century has one more school year, which will be our 5th year of having the program. And you are correct, we would have to reapply with the opportunity, with no guarantees, that we would get it again. Just like happened here.
So Cooper Street and you are in the same situation.
Could be, yes, sir.
Right. And you need more kids. You have support for the Girls Club for you to operate and get more numbers. Now you have clubs in almost every county building in Charlotte County. Is that usage free? Do you pay for the usage for those buildings? Or you just going on free, altogether free?
Our partnership with the school district, to your point, so we keep going on with, so we don't miss anything. Our partnership with the school district, the sites that we provide services at, they do not charge us a fee. We do have an operation at the Family Services Center at the county, which is county-owned, which we have to pay rent. And we also have a facility at Tiffany Square in Inglewood where we pay the condo association fee. There's no rent, but we pay the association fee for the two units that we provide services in.
The Boys and Girls Club had several times then down Cooper Street. You were at Sally Jones. You were at the house. You have had before from those two places, if I'm not mistaken. Boys and Girls Club had been, if I'm not mistaken, been found to have misused fundings in some of the situations when they were operating here. How is that going to differ?
Well, sir, like I said before when I started, I've been here 4 years. I know the organization isn't the perfect organization and has had its troubles. But the only thing I can talk about is what happened starting on March 2nd, 2009, knowing there's a history where things were not done right. And there was things in the past that happened. And they did do some of the things that you talked about. They did use funds correctly. They didn't provide the services they said they were going to provide. One thing I can tell you is our relationship with the Housing Authority, as far as I know, unless it's changed since this morning, is pretty good standing. I know that they would love to have us back if we could afford to go back.
Okay.
Just wait, just wait.
So Cooper Street would be willing to arrange if it didn't cost you anything to use it.
Well, we would be negotiating a lease with the city that would be coming from, based on the lease that was already provided to do Operation Punta. They'd be transferring and making that, and we'd be in negotiations.
So in other words, your Boys and Girls Club, like you said, you passed through here and said, cool, Boys and Girls. Remember that you can say, oh, this is the ideal place for Boys and Girls Club to be, because all you got to do is find enough people agreeable enough to say, let's go to the city and take away.
No, sir, can I correct you for a minute? If you don't mind. The current lease with the city through New Operation Cooper Street, we cannot touch unless New Operation Cooper Street says so. No, we'd have, if the community chose to go in that direction, that would be what would happen. But if they don't, we can't just go to the city. We don't have that right. I'd just like to let you know, we do not have the right to go to the city to negotiate anything without New Operation Cooper Street pointing us in that direction first. Just want to let you know.
and help them in the original foundation they already got. Now, maybe like I said, I might miss something, okay? But if they could do what they need you to do, they wouldn't be here trying to get funding and stuff. They're saying, you got what we need, but we don't want you to come in here with boys and girls when we already established, they already got everything you want, you got everything that they want. Why can't you just come and help them get on their feet and take on the board?
I know some of the members of the board here at New Operation Group, and they know that I will do whatever I have to do to help this community. Whether that's sitting, helping, raising money, I'll do whatever I have to do. And our organization will. Because you know what? We, as a community, have to survive and thrive. We are part of this community just like you are. Our kids are our kids. Our people are our people. We have to be able to do that. So if you need help, if they say, no, we're not doing Boys and Girls Club, but can you still help us? We'll do whatever we can to help them. It's our job. I don't want them going away. I don't want to take over. Nobody does. That's not
Why
what
they
you
gotta
want.
apply? Why do the employees gotta apply?
I was gonna ask, why
Because once you join a new organization, we have to, by human resources and laws, labor laws, have to do
We're already
that.
established though. Why would an employee have to apply with the same things that you said that we've already done? We've already done those things, so why would an employee have to apply? We're reapplying, and like you said, there's no guarantee. We've done the same steps.
Well, what we're, I really can't, I think Mr. Craig should answer that, because, I understand, I said it, but the reason it has to be that way, he has to talk about it. It does have nothing to do with us. This would become a Boys and Girls Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to barely contain my excitement. Taylor Duckett is absolutely the product of Cooper Street. Remember me, I don't think you will, but we used to refer to her as Little Taylor Duckett. That tiny, brilliant. I cannot believe this young lady. I'm going to come over there and give you the tiger. She is our product. I've been a study partner for years, more years than I did. I think she had to stand on a little stool to reach the microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the essence of time, we're going to allow 2 more questions and then we're going to move on. Okay?
I just, we have a board here at Cooper Street. And you mentioned something about when if you would have it, then this board will come to join your board. Join your board, yes. But, join your board, but your board is governed by the rules and regulations of Boys Club, not Cooper Street. So then, how would this board collaborate have any say-so with your being joined with your board? But your board was fully enjoyed.
Those are some of the transitional things that would have to take place when it comes to bylaws and things that go with that. That's not nothing that's going to happen today. That takes a long period of time to transition.
I need to say this, and I need people to understand, because for some reason, we're missing the big gap here. The big gap is that the constituents, the community is the boss of this board. The community is. So for you to say that the board have to make the decision and then you go to the city, that's insulting the community. This community is the board represents us. We're the boss, just like, and they're our employees as community, actually the neighborhood. So we tell the board was supposed to come to the community to let us know, listen, we're in trouble. Your center is in trouble. Come, let's try to see how we're gonna make this work. It didn't happen. They brought your organization in because you all saw the building and you like the building. They have done an awesome job. Grace and the team have done an awesome job. The city and the county have done an awesome job. And if we just let it go, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. 51 years and you want us to just give it to you? You can't do that. And I'm hurt because when I listen to what's happening, I'm hurt because it makes me feel like the board has let the community down. You're making us feel like you don't have the backbone. And I'm not coming down on you because I know for a fact that you all are new and it's not your fault, it's the condition, financial state that it's in. And so you're having to make major decisions. But what hurts me, and they call me the outsider, but what hurts me as the outsider is the fact that you did not respect this community enough. And it's not just the neighborhood, the community, the city, and the county. They shouldn't have heard about what's happening through rumors. We shouldn't have heard about it through rumors. And now, we're telling you, come work with us. We're here, you're working for us. Let's work together to save what the city has given to us. All the members that have been here all these years, working, sacrificing, dealing with the parents, because I was one of those people. Miss Grace, Brother Donnie, I don't know if Mr. Brown is here, but we have been here for this community and we're not about to just give it up just because of money. We can run this, our community individuals are ready to come in here tomorrow and get this center ready for school to start on the 11th or the 12th of July. We need to be ready for our kids. And it means working with what we have. We have no money, but we had no money before. And look at where we came under the leadership of the money. We're struggling now, but just like we were struggling then we came into money, we can do it again. So don't give up on your community board. Don't give up on them. Work with them to save what they Lord, what they built.
for the year, and then they want to get involved in a program, and that